Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dungeon of the Mad Mage. It has been a little bit of a hiatus. We had we had a little break, and then we had some illness, but we are back in this odd holiday season. So, let's start off with a recap, because I'm sure, like me, most of you have no idea what was happening. So, previously, in the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the party found themselves once again wounded and on the shores of the Sargoth River. They spent some time harvesting amethysts and Zorn eyes before resting. Afterwards, they decided to try their luck further west. They followed the twisting tunnels through the great fungal gardens before eventually finding themselves outside an echoing chamber. Within, they found the Etten Jibber Jabber. And though Ezrah was able to understand the creature, he was unable to communicate effectively. Fortunately, one of the heads spoke the Orcish tongue, and Ashes was able to glean some information from the duo. The Etten was amicable, if a bit intoxicated. It was clear the creature knew the area had been changing and that the water had been fouled. It was also clear that the creature knew the aboleth was to blame, though it wasn't quite clear that Jibberjabber actually knew what an aboleth was. All the same, the party saw an opportunity for a potential alliance, and Jibberjabber didn't seem opposed to fighting Elune or its minions, but the Etten did have a problem with the deep waters of the Fishy Cave, and some of the party members were concerned that Jibberjabber might be manipulated against them by the aboleth. Plus, the Etten was drunk, which seemed to be its native state. The party decided against calling the Etten to war, at least for now. They headed back east, curious about the northern passage above where the Drow camp was. Once they arrived in the area, the Drow were quick to once again halt and interrogate them. This time, though, it seemed as if the elite warrior in charge, a different one than whom they had previously spoken to, was either tired of their delays or perhaps just itching for a fight. The party were told not to return to Drow territory until after they had handled either the aboleth or the Kuatoa. After that, the party continued to the northeast, along a curving tunnel that eventually led to a large cavern. While exploring the cave, Bones felt the brush of spider strands and called the party forward. Assembled, the group slowly moved forward until, rather suddenly, a cave, or the ceiling cave above Ashes, collapsed. As if awaiting this moment, a cluster of giant spiders swarmed out from the tunnel to the south. Striding amidst them were two Striders, twisted mutations of Lolth, the Spider Queen. The party had faced Driders before, but never two at the same time, and never with so large an entourage. The party now finds themselves almost overwhelmed. Two of the spiders have been slain, but the Driders have flanked Matashtai, leaving the monk wounded and in a dangerous position. And that is where we actually pick back up. So,
holy shit, we're still fighting?
Oh god, I forgot we were in
I
combat.
just remembered. The entire session of us fighting, all I did was break free of web.
I remember that, actually.
Yep,
Oh, I'm super invisible, aren't I? Hell yeah!
you're super invisible. All
I
right.
have literally done nothing this
Over
combat.
to the battle map. Let's kick
I love
on
being
some battle music.
Oh right.
Better not get too used to it.
Nah, I get the most used to it.
I think I also remember that they get to see you anyways, despite the fact you're super invisible, because they
That has
feel
not been
where you
confirmed.
are and the vibrations in the web in the floor.
Yeah, that's not quite how it works, but
100% know exactly where you are.
I'm still getting my advantage, and that's really all I care about, if I'm honest with you.
okay. So, when last we left, the Driders had just flanked Matashtai and left the monk barely standing, but standing, importantly. However, now I believe it is the spider to his south's turn. So that spider is going to...
I choose to dodge.
It's going to roll a... Okay. Rolls a d6.
Should I?
Was I dodging actually? When we last played? Hold on.
I
Yeah,
believe you
detected
were
disadvantage.
dodging.
I was about to say, I do have a blood curse to make -5 to all his rolls, but
Yeah, I believe you were actually dodging, but I think the situation was...
-1d6.
You rolled 18 longswords. How many longsword decks do they have each? 3?
Yes, it seems like.
It looks like, well, I don't know. This one is, yeah, it looks like it is just, he was dodging, but then they flanked, so we went to normal.
Yeah.
So you are dodging.
Okay.
So, this spoder... You note that. And then Spoder gonna bite. At disadvantage.
Spoder, let's spode. Spoder's gonna spode.
10.
Spode.
Alright, so
misses.
the creature skitters forward, sees you flanked by the 2 Driders, lunges, tries to bite you, but you, still on your feet, are able to deftly dodge to the side. Ezra, you have been webbed.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I guess I can't move into combat. Oh boy.
Oh no.
Whatever will I do? I assume I can see the Drider.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and chill touch it.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does not hit.
Oof.
Spectral Claw scratches across the... I think these guys are wearing, like, chainmail or something like that?
Choinmoil.
She looks chained up.
In their
Should
top
be
half,
well.
in their bottom half, it's all chitin.
Alright. Anything else
Oh
for your
boy,
turn?
I can't move closer. Whatever will I do? End of my turn.
Stay there and be
Prediction.
a target.
Will Ezra actually want to move before the end of this combat?
That is unlikely.
Yes. As soon as the
Unless
spider
they come at me.
skirtles
Yeah.
over there.
Until they're coming at me. I've got my concentration that I must maintain for our neck boy to.
Okay.
I'm not a snake. I'm a cat. Please check your privilege.
I said snack, not snake.
So this spider is going to
Oh,
actually
meant
squeeze
snake.
in, and
Yeah.
you will be flanked a second time, Matashtai.
Cool.
So normal spider bite.
The boy's
Awesome.
dead, dude. The boy's dead.
I dodge.
Big whiff.
Wow, dude.
You
I'm just
you
fucking
all can
beset on all
you
sides.
can
just spinning my
barely
spear
see
around.
Matashtai through the cluster of chitinous
Death.
bodies that are surrounding him. Abdomens like rising and falling, legs all
I
around
like to
him.
imagine it's
You just
like,
occasionally see these flashes of white in the midst of all these spiders.
It's like Dark Souls 3 hitbox porn in slow mo. Just
Yeah. Matashtai, it's your turn.
Okay. So if I disengage from all of them, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Except you
Yeah?
can't move through enemies.
Sure. That's fine.
High jump.
Like, I mean, and the only reason I say that is there are specifically abilities, or like, I think Halfling actually
Or like,
allows you to move through.
Sticky boots
That's
that
true.
let him walk on the wall around things.
Well, he's not on a wall, is part of the problem.
Can't get to him.
He's in the middle of an open area with
I don't see
four-
where he is.
Alright,
I just
alright.
assumed he was next to a wall.
No, he's not on a wall. Unfortunately, he's out in the middle of the open, and there are 4 big bodies around him.
You need an insect glaive like.
Yeah,
Lee
you need
Buffalo
to-
comic series.
Oh
do.
shit!
I do in fact need to do that.
Farewell.
Let me check something real quick.
Drink all the potions you have.
Bottoms up.
Okay, so how high can I jump normally? What's the ratio for that?
A standing long jump is like your strength mod plus 3 cut in half.
Ugh, what a freaking formula?
High jump.
High jump. 5. Okay. Yeah, 3 plus your strength mod if you move
Yeah.
at least 10. I'm looking at it right now. When you make a standing lunge jump, you leap only half. God, I'm so fucking good at this game, dude.
So half of 3 plus your strength mod.
Which, unless otherwise specified,
You do not have a
okay,
very high
always
vertical.
round down.
So it would be 2 feet.
Yeah. So you have a 2-foot
Okay.
vertical.
Still fucking massive. Jumping 2 feet up.
Well, and with Step of the Wind, my jump is doubled, but that's still not
Foot vertical.
4 feet.
enough.
These spiders and driders are basically like a 10 by 10 box for mechanic scenarios.
How high is the ceiling?
Up here, so where you're at, it's about 30 feet. Where Matashtai is at, it's closer to 20-ish. It kind of like tapers downwards towards the southern portion of this tunnel.
Mitch, I have a great idea if you're willing to hear it.
Sure, what do you got?
Use the magic rope.
To
Was that it?
climb up or to do what?
Yeah, bro, you climb up and you just swing, Indiana Jones style.
Da, 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 da.
I think it's an action to use it, right? And then you just use your movement to.
But then how do I
Oops.
disengage so they don't all murk me as I'm climbing?
Oh, you can't disengage as a bonus action with Step of the Bullshit.
No,
Nope,
it's,
that's a rope
Oh wait, yeah, it
thing.
is disengage or dash. Never mind. So yeah, I could.
Is it disengage, dash, or dodge?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Well, so I can either do flurry of blows to do attacks, I can do patient defense to dodge, or I can do
that's a
step of the
different
wind
one.
to
Dodge is
disengage
different.
dash. Yeah.
Step of the Wind does dash and disengage. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
I think they're called different things, but yeah.
That's too much
Yeah,
shit.
patient defense is its own thing. Step of the Wind is dash or disengage.
Patient defense is dodge, yeah.
That's
So
what
how
I
high
just
is the ceiling here? Is it like 20 feet?
About
30
20 feet.
20 feet. So, in theory, can I use my action to use the rope to go up? But the rope has nothing to tie onto up there, does it?
It's a magic
I know.
rope. Does it have to have something to tie onto? Oh.
It has. I mean, it doesn't just like
Yeah, it
float and
doesn't
hold my
support
weight.
nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't float and hold your weight.
Hey, there's not stalactites.
Uh,
Is there a
Stalactite.
spider
There
on the
are
ceiling
no
that you can
because
tie
there
the
are
rope
no
to?
stalactite markers.
All right.
I mean,
well, I don't think
There
that's
might,
gonna
I mean,
work,
there
right?
might be some small stalagmites. I mean, they could potentially.
Are there any
I'm gonna
spiders?
throw this out there though. Here's the other flip side to this, right? Is what's your move speed?
45.
70?
45? Well, you don't have a climb speed, so climbing would be halved. So you're only going to go up 20-ish feet anyways before you have to
Even
stop.
with the sticky boots?
Huh?
Doesn't that give him a climb speed?
It gives you a climb speed when you're walking on the walls. You're not walking on the rope. Yeah, he would have to be climbing up the rope. And when you're doing climbing, you move. It's like swimming. You move at half
What
speed.
if he did walk up the rope?
I don't think
Yeah, what if you walked up the
can.
rope?
I mean, I can run on
That
water.
sounds-
Why can't I run on rope?
I agree, yeah.
You need a running start for the water.
No.
If you
Well, just
had a
keep
running
going down
start, I might consider the rope as a legitimate option. So keep that in mind in the
I think it
future.
says that he needs a running start for that. I think he just needs to do it.
For
DM
the
argument
water?
is real.
Sure, it doesn't require that. I don't think.
Yeah, it doesn't say that. It just says you gain the ability to move along vertical surfaces, and a rope is vertical, and across liquids
That no.
on your
Okay.
turn
No,
without
no,
falling. That's what it said. Look,
No.
I don't make it.
no. You guys know me. I will
Also, I would
suspend.
argue that the Drider is vertical. I run up.
I
the
will
Drider.
suspend disbelief a lot in this game. This is not even pushing the bounds. This is just past the bounds. Thanks for the sub.
Bro, it's a rope.
All right,
All
what do you want to do?
Well,
Hey,
Jeremy
Gilman.
is intent on murdering me, so
I'm
gonna
not
try and
intent
murder
on
his spiders
murdering you.
first. Yes, you are. I murder your spiders.
Okay,
I'm gonna hit
This
the
seems-
Drider to start.
you're gonna hit which Drider?
The one to the left. Do I have
Okay.
disadvantage? Why do I have disadvantage?
I don't think you have disadvantage.
Sweet, then that's a crit. Oh wait, no, it's 18. Never mind.
He is not webbed, so he is not restrained. If that's what you were
I
thinking.
don't know why you would have disadvantage.
All right, 11 damage. I attempt to stun that bitch.
Okay. 11 damage. Stun. He's stunned.
I then attack behind me with the butt of my spear.
Just stun. You're surrounded. Just stun every single one of them.
That's the plan. I stun that one.
Okay. Oop. Another one. I don't know what your DC is.
DC
About 7?
14, I believe. Oh, 15.
15, stunned. Okay.
All right. I attack the one to the south with an
Okay.
unarmed strike. I attempt to stun that one.
You hit that one with your elbow as you kind of like rear back from stunning the two Driders, and you realize you don't need to stun this spider. You've caved in its head.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Damn, you had to realize that, you piece of shit.
And then I punched the one to the north of me with a flurry of blows.
Which actually does open up a pathway. It just opens up a
Does.
pathway to the south. if you
More
know,
spiders.
so chose.
Probably
Okay.
just
Punch
one
the one to
really
the
big
north.
one.
Punch the one to the north. Okay.
And I attempt to stun that one as well.
I mean, that gives him a path to the
Yep,
wall to
stunned.
run over them.
And just like that.
Boom. Do. See, I
I'm
don't
not
even
stuck in
like
here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
you guys. You guys might have been worried at the start of this. I was never worried. I was like,
wasn't worried.
I was like, oh, Mitch didn't die to the Driders. Okay, that means everything is gonna get nuked. Gotcha.
Okay, and like when they're stunned, I still can't like move through them.
Yeah, you can't move. You can't move through an enemy, right? You can. Shit. We talked about this previously, so I apologize for not bringing it up. But we haven't really had a reason or a discussion about it. I think in a long time. You can. I play with the variant tumble, right? So you can try to acrobatically tumble through a creature, right? But that takes an action, so you, in theory, cannot do it at this moment.
Oh, okay.
But you do have access to
Yeah,
a
but you
wall
do have
now
access
that
to the
you're
wall
already
now,
at.
so you can just go up and over if need be.
Oh yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'm gonna walk over here.
Although, un momento, note there is a fucking spider above that Drider to the left of you.
Oh,
There he is.
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
He's been there the whole
was
time.
Rider token.
It sounds like horse shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of
It
fucking
would have
bodies. I don't know
sounded
what
like
you want from me.
horseshit if it was another Drider.
Yeah.
That would have
Surprise!
been bullshit.
all right. Then I guess
Well, I mean, in fairness,
I'm gonna move over here so I'm not fucking.
yeah, you
flanked
can
by everything.
still move without leaving his threat range. So you can still like walk around quite a bit, but
So if I go up.
Yep.
Think about this. So he's on the ceiling, Drider's on the ground.
yep, he's on the ceiling, Drider's on the ground.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna move to here for now.
Okay.
Access to a wall if needed.
I believe that is this spider. I believe he is dead. So he's done. And Ashes, welcome to your first turn in this fight. What would you like to do?
Finally! I take 3 damage,
Okay.
and I ride up with... Let's do... Thunder! That's a bonus action. I'll move into this spot right here. I'll turn to the Drider. and I will attack
At advantage.
with a claw. Oh yeah, it is with advantage.
Yep.
Hey,
He's stunned.
he is stunned.
Yeah.
Okay.
One claw. Right damage.
White Claw.
Additional for thunder.
Okay. So Asher steps forward and begins to carve into the stunned Drider.
Yep. If he's still alive, I would like to attack again.
These Driders have barely been injured.
I will attack again.
Okay. 28 definitely hits.
Right. An additional 6 thunder.
Okay.
In turn.
So your claws begin to kind of like rip through. It's hard to kind of like reach up, even in the stun state, reach up to the drow form at the top of these creatures. So you're kind of like ripping through chitinous shell on the spider form itself and taking the occasional swipe at the drow whenever you can. Anything else for your turn?
That will be it.
Okay. The giant spoder. There is the giant spoder above the both of you.
Go ahead and go for the hurt guy. You know you're gonna do it.
The spiders aren't. Super...
Or you could web ashes again.
I gotta say,
No, I can't.
from that's a hard decision from the DM's perspective, because both are funny.
Both are very funny.
The spider is not the smart boy, so it goes across the wall. Matashtai, you get an attack of opportunity if you so
Slap
choose.
at it. Slap.
17 hits.
Slap.
Okay.
You get 2 slaps? Oh no, that's
nope.
just
Ashes, you also get an attack of opportunity. In theory,
Slap.
if you want it. Slap.
16.
16 hits. It's not showing me your roll because it's being a pain in the ass.
It's yeah.
I don't see his roll either.
16 to hit, 10 slashing, 2 thunder.
Ooh, damn. Painful. All right.
Can screenshot if necessary.
There it goes.
Boom.
No!
Hey,
They
do you
weren't-
want to move now?
Did he die? Why did he rubber band back?
I think you're actually safe because I'm properly going around the outer edge of the wall rather than just coming right at
Around
you.
the outside. Around the outside.
That's okay though because
Are you calling the spider a trailer park girl?
it will just dash and go up and over and then drop down behind you, Ezra.
Oh boy.
Top of the
Oh
round.
no, you can't move.
Bones, you're up.
Boy.
Okay, do I see that? Can I see him? I mean, I can see
Yes,
his
you would have
Zach,
seen
but
the
can,
spider.
no, can I see the spider currently right now? Without
Yeah,
moving.
you have dark vision,
Okay.
right? Yeah, you can see it.
Yes, I'm a cat.
You're good.
I mean,
can
I
see
can
him.
see him.
All right,
I can see him.
I'm gonna throw a dag at
He
the
will
spider.
have slightly partial cover because you
I'm
have
a sharpshooter.
sharpshooter. Doesn't matter. Good shit.
I ignore all of that.
Tiny.
Good shit.
All right, I whip a normal dag at him.
Whipping
Where's
dags.
Oh god, which one of these buttons is that? That's sharpshooter. That's
Which
offhand.
of these
That's
buttons?
dart. Bone dag. I found it. Here it is. Found it. Bone dag. At advantage.
Okay.
I rolled a 21. Snake.
The
many
the
dice.
spider across the side of the wall and then drops down behind. Drops down, rears up behind Ezra, who is covered in web, and just kind of like, oh boy, and then this dagger just pierces through the air, takes it between the mandibles, and the beast just crashes.
Sorry, I gotta
And the
protect my
beast was
invisibility.
done.
That beast
All right,
was
offhand,
stunned.
sharpshooter, other spider. At advantage.
This one
19.
over here.
Yeah.
19. That's a
the
hit.
only other spider, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And kind of like a backhanded toss. Poof. That one goes down
Minus
as well.
2 more dags. Okay. Turn over.
So,
Oh,
so
yeah.
Ezra had
That
Just
Bones
found
did that
out
at
how
the
to
same
make
time.
sure-
He just went.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's pretty
nobody
good.
saw it because I'm invisible, but it looked really cool.
Yeah.
Ezra
Dude,
just
line
found
up
out
real
how to
quick.
make sure Bones protects him, make him invisible, and he will do everything to keep his invisibility.
Yeah. you don't wanna do that.
That's fair.
That's true.
man.
That's actually true. I'm doing my best work only because I'm invisible.
That's pretty nice.
Ezra's a smart boy. He can put the dots together.
All right. Next up is Krakushak and Resnus.
Oh god,
They
have
are
names, bro.
They are both stunned. But as per the new way that we have been running stun, they are no longer stunned at the end of their turn. Rather than the start of Mitch's turn. Because dear Lord Jesus.
Actually, it's at the end.
technically it's the end of
the
Mitch's
end of
turn.
my turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. At the end of his next turn. So he gets the turn he stunned them, plus also another full turn.
That is
God.
correct, yes.
God,
With
God.
The party having
Dear Lord God.
all the
Just don't
time to
build-
do
So
Don't
instead, they just lose a turn rather than all of existence. Okay. But that
Okay.
means we have
All of
a
existence.
spider here. I
Look,
believe he
monks
is
were born
dead.
to rule man. Just accept that.
Huh?
I said monks were born to rule man. Just
Yeah,
accept
absolutely. Completely. Ezra, you're up.
Thanks, Bones. And then I
that.
choke
Shut
off
up! Now they
the
know I'm
spider.
here.
I am the knight. I say nothing.
Nice. Okay. Against the closest strider, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I took 21 hits.
21 hits,
12.
12 damage. This strider kind of like roars out and again, I think only you can understand them, right?
Elvish.
No one else speaks Elvish.
Not
I
me.
believe that is
Yeah, so he
correct.
basically he yells out over to the other one, but it's kind of gibberish. There are elven words in it, right? But he basically instead of screaming out in pain, or they've been kind of like barking back and forth to each other, like get the mage or kill this monk or that type of stuff. He screams out in broken Elvish with some smattering of words that you don't understand.
It's not
that is-
abyssal, is it?
No, it's not abyssal. It's
I was
like
gonna say, I
it's-
know that too.
it's legitimately like gibberish. It feels made up to you. And but
it
the what
under
he
Elvish?
says that you can understand is basically him describing how his pain to the other Drider. Right? So he doesn't say like ow,
But
I'm
it's
hurt.
pain.
He says like it's kind of like haiku-esque, right? But with gibberish thrown in. Like he's like blood runs, pain crushes, ow. Right? Like,
Okay.
inside.
it's fucking
on
weird.
the outsides.
Like even in the moment, it would potentially strike you as really like weird.
That's fair.
All right. Next up
It'll
is
strike him
Dead
as weird,
Spoder,
it'll strike him
and
with
then we're
claw.
Matashtai. Matashtai bound.
All right. Okay, so now there's no longer a spider up on the ceiling, right?
There are no others.
Just the two Driders.
Jeremy
There
has
are
to
no
double check.
spiders. It's just two
Or
Driders.
All right, I'm gonna walk up the wall and I'm gonna maneuver my way over here, like walking over the driver.
You will
Driders
need to
are not
disengage from
stunned.
the one.
Oh, right, because it's not stunned anymore.
Yeah, he's not stunned anymore.
Step of the wind.
I'm running dangerously
have
low on key.
Any key points?
I have 2 left.
Just
You
used
get him back on
4.
a short.
Yeah, but I also wanted to heal so I don't die.
Disengage as an action.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a bonus action to Step of the Wind. And I'm gonna disengage.
Okay.
And
Fantastic.
so 5. Are you 10 up, right?
Yep.
So 15, 20, 25. 35 down.
Okay.
Actually, I don't need to go down. I'm not gonna go down.
You're not gonna go down? You're gonna stay on the wall?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the wall. 30,
Okay.
35. $40. I'm gonna drink a healing potion.
Let's just leave.
Let's just play this safe.
Let's just walk away.
Ashes has got it. He's been saving up for this moment.
Oh, yeah,
Shitty
yeah.
fucking healing potion.
Berserker Barrage.
Well, you know.
He's been training for this moment his whole life.
Okay.
Get ready
Anything
for me
else
to
for your
fuck it
turn?
up.
No.
Ashes, you're up.
I attack. 18.
18 does not break through this creature's armor.
I attack again.
22 does.
For 11.
Okay.
And bonus action attack once more.
All right. 21 hits.
21
Oof.
for an additional 17.
Okay.
In turn.
All right. Bones, you're up.
I hold my ground.
Okay, let's see. He just wailed on which Strider?
The
top one.
closest one to him.
Hold on.
Okay, I will do
Sorry.
same.
There's no L.
And
Saw.
advan- hold on.
S-A-W.
Let me mute them.
Saw.
Okay, hold on just a sec.
You're fine.
Andy boy.
Okay. All right, I'm here. I will whip a dagger at the one that Ashes was just doing things on with the advantage. I hopefully think so.
Get
Boom.
it!
25.
25 hits.
Snake attack.
Okie dokie.
Offhand. Oh, gosh, I'm almost out of regular dags. This sucks. Offhand sharpshooter.
Yeah.
At advantage.
Oof.
6.
That's a big nope. Big
It's
nope.
okay. Turnover. Down to
Okay.
5 dags.
Hmm.
Well, plus my special ones.
All right. Well, the Driders have lost their quarry.
They've got Quarry right in front of them. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no. One barks to the other. The mage hides one. This one steps forward, draws his bow,
No!
and oof. Oof.
Are you rolling?
No. I was oofing the idea of what might happen. He shoots an arrow.
Miss. Oh, thank God.
He shoots another arrow.
Miss.
He shoots a third and final arrow.
All right, I need to start blood maledicting these guys. God.
Woo!
And as a reminder, I have the Piercer Stake buff, so piercing damage I have resistance to.
You do. So
Okay.
it only does 4 damage.
Yeah.
But I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw, DC 10.
How's it
Yeah,
22?
easy peasy. All right, they do not break the invisibility. Okay, so they get that scenario. He moves in, steps forward just a tad, and then this Strider.
It's a long pause.
Wait, was
Um,
that Rider in melee when he was shooting me?
No,
Was
he
in melee with Ashes? Okay.
he moved forward afterwards.
Okay.
This guy disengages and pulls back.
Coward.
Coward.
Really tempting to just chase it down.
There. And it grabs its bow from the ground as it moves backwards. Okay, it's Ezra.
Chill touch.
Okay. Ooh, that's a crit.
Unfortunate damage, but
Yeah.
So, whoosh, slashes across the one that you can see.
oh,
Matashtai, you're up. You have
Okay,
stepped away. Your wolf friend guarding you. You've healed. What do you want to do?
What, you have a
Okay.
wolf? Where? I
I'm
don't see a
going-
wolf.
I'm
the
his
wolf.
wolf friend. It's me.
Uh,
I'm the
Oh, that
I'm
makes
going
sense.
to pull out my bow. And I'm going to step over here. And I'm going to pop off a couple shots of this guy.
Okay.
Flat. Flat. I miss
Flat,
on
flat.
both.
Ching, ching. Both just kind of like ricochet off of him. Finally, someone else rolls like I do. Jeez. Goodness.
That's all I got for now.
Okay, Ashes, you're up.
Do I pursue Lubu? No. I
Is
don't.
that
Boo.
was that the hurt one?
Yeah, that's the one that left.
Oh,
I want to
no,
chase.
he is.
But I will not. Instead, I will turn to the one beside me and attack.
Yeah?
That misses. I
That's a
will
miss.
attack.
That's a hit.
I would assume that hits.
Be clawed.
And
Clawed.
Right. Right. So
Nice.
20.
20 damage even.
This one now does that thing that the other one had just done, Ezra, right? It's the kind of like gibberish description of his pain, his agony to the one that has just fled.
And in the middle of its haiku, I strike again.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Very nice. Cool. Anything else for your turn?
I move down here.
Okay. Top of the
Indeed.
round. Bones. The
I am at
Driders
the top of the round.
have repositioned themselves. The less injured one now facing off against Ashes. The other one trying to pepper with arrows potentially from afar. What do you want to do?
I'd like to whip dags at the more injured one in the back.
Okay.
I duck.
You don't need to. I'm a god.
He is.
I Han Solo dodged the laser
He's
when they
practically a god.
changed
It's
it
a
so that he didn't
gold.
shoot first.
Okay, 45 is well within my range because I am a
You're
sharpshooter.
good. You got shots on.
Advantage. Bone.
He's unable.
Throw.
Like
Oh,
Ooh.
13. Offhand, not sharpshooter, because Zach wants his sneak attack.
Make attack.
Sneak attack.
Oh, that's a crit. That's a crit right there.
Hey,
Oh, well, that's
oh.
a dead Drider.
Probably not. That's a low first roll.
Okay.
37 plus 5 is 42.
The Drider brings his bow up, arrow knocked, to begin to start peppering with arrows, and one dagger hits the wall next to him, and he looks, then turns back to see
Damn,
the
right in the cheek.
empty space where the daggers have been coming from, and you see kind of like he's gonna take the shot at the empty space, right? And then whoosh, dagger in the face.
Yeah, right in the
He's
cheek.
dead.
And he drops.
And I will move right here and end my turn.
Okay. The other Drider shrieks a horrible screeching wail. Moves up and pulls away from you, Ashes. Ashes, you have a chance for an attack
Yep.
of opportunity.
I take it.
That's a hit.
Oh, I didn't do the hit. Hang on. Well, all right.
14.
14.
And this thing is basically charging forward. And as it tries to move into your space, you bump. And it realizing that there is an invisible creature there, it already knew, right? But it's just trying to figure out
Yeah.
where-ish you are. It, in its screech, in its agony at losing whatever the other Drider was to it, it is going to take disadvantage attacks against the invisible bones.
Okay.
Invisibones.
Dropping its bow and drawing its longsword along the way. It swings once. That's an
At
initiative.
disadvantage.
Okay, that's an initiative.
Also, that's the initiative.
That's nowhere near where my freaking pointer is right now. Like, the initiative button is like real big. It don't make
And it's
sense.
off in the top corner of the monster sheet, so
It don't make no sense.
Your initiative misses.
All right, disadvantage longsword.
The initiative
Ugh.
would hit, actually.
Ooh.
No, 7 does not hit me, unfortunately.
Okay, he's fine. Another one. 18.
18 does hit. Yeah, 18 does hit.
18 does hit, right? So the first one goes super wide, and then the backswing actually just barely catches you. It nicks you, right? You're kind of surprised at the speed of the backswing, and so you're not able to kind of like dodge in time. But it is a
Ram
glancing blow. But kind of like seeing this small spray of blood, the mouth underneath the Drider's body, right? The mouth underneath its torso opens wide, venom dripping off of it, and it lunges forward to where it just saw blood. So it makes a bite attack. Ooh, big whiff.
Doesn't hit.
All right. And it's Ezra.
oh no, not my invisible friend. Because clearly it's perfectly sane and not just randomly swinging in the air.
You know.
I assume a 13 misses.
Yeah, that's a miss. Matashtai. By the way, Matashtai, it looked like it was charging at you,
I was
Why I moved
prepared
here,
for it.
right?
actually.
Because Bones is completely invisible, so this thing it runs away from Ashes and is just across, draws this long sword and is just charging at you before it just kind of like bumps and starts swinging into open air.
I was lining up the shot to break it down right as it got to me. I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate Kensei Shot. I'll move over here.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna rock 2 arrows into its side.
Just peppering it as you kind of like circle it. The 15 misses, tinks off. The 26 hits.
11 damage.
It kind of doesn't seem to notice the damage, right? It's so intense, just screaming, wailing as it kind of like hacks into the open space in front of it.
All right, then I'm gonna run up the wall.
Okay.
Get up 15 feet.
Ashes, you're up.
I turn around. Oh, nope. No, you don't.
No.
I attack at advantage, I suppose. Unless they're too big for... Or actually, no, I would not be able to really
So, well,
tell
here's
for
the thing.
certain
Here's the
where-
thing. Normally, I would be like, that would be weird. You get advantage from flanking because a person's trying to pay attention to 2 different things, right? So, because he's invisible, he wouldn't be able to pay attention to him, so that wouldn't happen. But I'm actually going to give you advantage in this situation because he knows there's an invisible attacker here, and he's so
Right.
distraught that he's only focused on attacking that thing. So you basically have advantage coming up behind him. 28 hits, definitely. 26 hits, definitely.
And
A 27 hits, definitely.
nope, that's the wrong button. So 19.
So you
29.
You rush up behind and you begin to rip and tear. You actually like snap one of the back legs completely in half. But again, the creature is so distraught that it doesn't seem to notice or at least care. It is 100% intent on what is in front of it. And at the top of the round, what is in front of it goes.
Yeah, what's in front of it? It's me, baby.
It's you, baby.
I will draw gore and attack it.
It's been a while
like-
since we've had a melee bones.
Well, I'm not gonna whip gore. I don't want to risk losing it in the river that's inevitably gonna show up. 21.
21
Snag
definitely hits.
Good
This
lord.
creature
29 damage.
swings, bites, is
That's the
hacking and
exact same
chopping.
amount of damage I did.
A two-handed longsword up over your head, Bones. You step in and whoosh, plunge the gore dagger up into underneath the armor and into the belly of the Drider itself, or the drow portion of the Drider itself.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Little claws are ripping and tearing as it goes in.
And it kind of like it looks down at you. You're still invisible, right? But it looks down almost as if it can see you for a brief moment. It was long sword raising before it just kind of like the longsword topples from its hand, and you see tears are just streaming down this thing's face, and it just dies, topples in
I
front
feel
of you.
bad for it.
I mean, they kind of laid an ambush and surprise attacked you guys. So,
I mean, I still feel bad for it. It lost its mate. It's sad.
all right.
This is
And-
the guy who's like willfully gonna murder the priest of the fish people in the middle of all of it.
And I
What the
will
fuck is
mourn their
wrong
loss
with you?
afterwards. But it serves me. It's 1,000 gold and super awesome mind potion. It's
Oh.
twofold.
Let's flip over to Path of Darkness.
You don't fool
Com-
me,
I'm a
evildoer.
complicated cat, all right?
A complicated cat.
So a cat?
Yeah, that's right.
Eh.
You put that cup of eggnog on the counter, I say, not today. But I do raise my paw.
Oh, we put this over there.
I say, no, it's okay. But then when that cup's empty, I'm like, not today. But then when you're not looking, it goes off the edge.
Okay. Oh. Got. All right. In the moments after the battle, Ezra, you are able to break free of the webbing around you. Each of you is in at least some way, shape, form, or fashion injured. The adrenaline begins to kind of like leave your bodies.
Bones becomes visible because, I'm in it.
Yep. And
Oh, hey guys, I'm back.
you all gain 1,400 experience for Drider Ambush.
50, 35, 7, 5. Is that correct, Jacob?
53,575.
That's what I got too. Okay.
Yes.
Mitch, me and you should be 53,350.
Yep.
All right. I spent some time going around and picking up my. Let's see, 12 daggers.
12 daggers. Roll me a. What's your dexterity modifier? Are you at 20?
I'm at +4.
Okay. Roll me a d12 plus 4.
So I should roll 1d4, 1d12. That's a 21 plus 4. 16.
He finds 4 new daggers.
Did I find more daggers? Oh my god, dude.
No.
I found new bone daggers. Oh yeah, dude, I'm putting it up. I'm putting it on.
Fire claws you can turn into bone daggers.
Oh.
That's funny.
Jim.
Jeremy, math on your
Look.
side.
No, I was trying to be nice and give him a minimum that he could definitely find. I didn't want him to be like, I found 1 out of 12 daggers.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. So,
Oh yeah,
I
you
was
definitely play
being
that.
nice already.
You could have done 3d4 to guarantee a minimum of
That's-
3.
Fine, I'm fine with getting just my normal dags back.
All
I don't
12 of
need-
your daggers. You
I
find
don't see an instance where I need more than 15 regular dags.
in a workable state. So, well done. Expert craftsmanship there, Zachary.
It's like he's a professional.
It's almost like I'm a professional.
All right. You are able to reacquire your weaponry. Anybody else need anything?
I dropped from the wall. Put on my bow and just. Oh.
Hey, you okay, Matashtai? You look a little rough.
Feel a little rough.
Gotta say that was
sucked.
pretty cool with the whole like being completely surrounded on all sides and then just stunning or killing everything.
Is that what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
Lady
stuck
Luck was
in
with
the
me
cave.
today.
I would have helped, but I was stuck in the cave.
What the hell? Why didn't you make me invisible?
Because I didn't know you were surrounded.
I'm just kidding. But I'm gonna need a nap or something or some time.
Is there anything else down here that we should be worried about before we get too complacent?
Probably.
How would we know that?
I mean, what do your cat eyes tell us?
Nope, seems safe. That's just my quick assessment.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
I
we should
don't
rest
know
right
enough
here.
to disprove it.
Okay.
I don't know, where did they come from? Did the spiders come from the ceiling?
They came from the south.
Where did they come? All right, hold on. I'll go check it out. I'll be back.
Okay. Bones pads
sneak-
away from you all as
I'll sneakily go check it out. As
Okay.
sneakily as possible.
roll me a stealth check.
Okay. go.
Oof.
32.
Oof. He is the knight.
You feel eyes upon you.
Eyes, huh?
The knight wishes it was both.
Okay. So
I
you,
feel eyes upon me at 32. God damn.
yeah, you
All
feel eyes upon you.
It's
I
hell.
go back.
So as
Oh,
you,
sorry. Were you gonna say more?
yeah,
Sorry.
I was gonna describe what you see before you.
Okay, go ahead.
You see within a oddly shaped, largish chamber. You see there's webbing kind of all over the place, but to the south it's heavy, thickly coated, almost obscuring webbing. And then on the northern half, kind of off over here in this little alcove as you kind of like tuck your head around, there are a bunch of small wood carvings and what look to be like hardened mushroom caps, maybe.
Okay. Sorry, what was before hardened mushroom caps?
There's a bunch of small wooden carvings.
Carvings. Okay. Okay.
They're like little figurines.
Okay, so I feel eyes upon me, but I don't see anything.
Nope.
I really want those figurines. I go back. They're not allowed to fight right now. I say, yeah, there's definitely stuff down there, but I think that's where they live, so maybe we just stay up here.
Well,
Also, there's some stuff I definitely want, but I don't want to draw whatever's down. I don't want to draw it yet.
so I guess we can go back.
No, back is the drow, right?
Which I don't think they're gonna be too thrilled about us coming back up after.
I mean, it's a dead end, right? They
I
know we
can't-
have to come back.
I don't
No,
know
I
if it's
mean,
dead end or
I don't think
not.
they're gonna like. So we're up here. I don't think they're gonna like us going back down here, then coming back. Because they're already giving us shit for going up there the first time.
I don't know if it's a dead end or not. I don't know. There's a whole lot of webs
On the south side specifically.
on the south side specifically. We can probably rest here. It's probably fine. I'll keep watch.
Alright, well, I just need a quick breather because I'm in rough shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'll sit down here near the spider corpse. I'll make myself
Use it
small
as
and
kind of like
delicate. That's right.
an obstacle to kind of like. each of these
that spider corpse just
corpses
throw
are so
daggers at me?
like broken and like riddled with wounds that they're just everything in here is just like leaking viscous fluid and blood out onto the ground around.
I
you
love
guys.
viscous fluid and gut blood. Viscous fluid and gut blood.
Oh
They're just
shit.
the best.
Bones the Butcher loves it, revels in it.
The Drider in the north that Ash is kind of like sits next to it is dead, right? But it just has this mask of sorrow like frozen on its face in death.
Damn.
Tears just staining its cheeks.
Are they getting any loot?
Take a look.
Am I okay to start resting?
Yeah, I think so. It seems
look
like
at-
the party has agreed to it.
As
look
I
at them.
like nestle down, getting ready to rest, I'll look at the Drider, see its facial expression. Sucks to suck, nerd.
Nice.
Damn.
Very nice. Okay. Are you
Still
giving the
very
bodies
hurt,
a once
but
over?
We're better.
I don't know what you said.
Are
Jeremy.
you giving the bodies a once over?
I thought I was keeping watch. Can I do that and keep watch?
Yeah, I mean, this is a whole hour. It's not like you're solely devoted to tossing the
Oh,
bodies
okay.
for an hour. Tossing the bodies takes
Oh,
like
wow.
5 minutes.
I will do that then.
So if you're resting, you're not really keeping watch.
All right, JK, I'm not doing that. 61.
Well, I mean, you're more than welcome to do so. It's just that's the kind of the scenario of keeping watch on a short rest is you're not resting then.
I don't really care. It's only 7 HP.
Yeah. Okay, I get you. Roll me an investigation check.
Investigation.
You you actually give these Drider corpses a pretty thorough once over. And aside from the equipment that they're wearing, it's kind of eerie. They don't have anything else on them.
I bet they had their stuff in their lair.
The only thing they truly had were each other.
No, they have a house. I saw it. It's down there. I thought I told you that.
Nice.
I
Okay.
continue to keep watch until it's time to leave.
Right. So you guys go through the motions of a short rest. Heal up, bind some of your wounds, have a bite to eat. And at the end of this short rest, those of you with magically rechargeable items feel a surge of energy into those items as you hit the recharge point for the day.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
If you need to roll anything for those,
I rolled it all. Well, by all, I mean the wand. I rolled it and added it and just haven't touched my wand since.
Situation.
So, Bones, should we go check out what's down there then?
Oh yeah. Hey, there's just definitely stuff. Just so you guys know.
Okay.
We
Well,
go
let's
down and
you-
check
check
out.
it
Are
out
you
then.
good? Are you good, Matthew? You look about half as good as I would hope you would be.
This is as good as it's getting. Let's go.
You don't want to like drink some potions or something? Or...
I mean, I don't have
mean,
like a
yeah.
ton left.
I mean, if
I
you're
have
good,
you a greater healing potion.
Okay.
yes,
I drink
my this is my long-term plan to slowly get rid of all of Ezra's healing potions until he has but like one left, and then just smack the shit out of him. Ugh.
And that is why I
Repeatedly.
always keep second level spells on hand so I can get the fuck out.
So
Alright.
I could use a couple staff of healing charges to get back up, or I can just run with what I've got. Whatever you guys
That's
think
up-
is best.
That's up to you. I don't actually know what's down there. I just felt things watching me. Also, I felt like I was definitely the knight, so I don't know how they saw me, but
I
Well,
mean, we are in
what's-
the dungeon of the Mad Mage, so it could just be Halaster. watching.
Or
you think it was
they felt
Dayman,
vibrations in the webs.
Fighter of the
Fight-
Nightman.
fighter of the Nightman, since I was the knight.
Okay. So Bones, after this conversation, begins to move back south.
I just go down here and I just wait. I don't bother being stealthy because Ashy's ashy.
Ashy.
As you kind of near this point, Bones, once again you feel eyes upon you. And
Yeah,
each of
so-
you in turn, as you kind of like come towards this cavern, you feel eyes upon you.
I'm looking at the floor. I'm looking for webs.
There are webs all over this fucking chamber.
Like I'll reach down and I'll pluck one.
Yeah.
Is it, like,
There
Well,
are
does it
you
feel like
you
it
shake an
vibrate?
entire like section of web in doing so.
right.
There are
okay,
webs
cool.
all over this place. There's enough open space to maneuver around, especially in the northern section. But the southern section is just choked with webs. Like
just
an
Shelobb's lair.
absurd amount of webs. You can't even see the back wall because the webbing is so thick. in between you and that section. You can just kind of like vaguely see stone or shadow behind the webs from from Matashtai's light source, because like light kind of like filters through the webs, right? But it's too thick to see through.
Ashes, do you have a torch on hand?
I generally don't because I can see, but let me check.
I have an explorer's pack. I believe that comes with torches.
I think we broke down our explorer packs.
I definitely have torches.
So do I.
Yes, I have 10
would say
torches.
someone pull out a torch and start burning away some of this web.
You have torches, and you're like, Ashes, do you have torches?
I didn't say that. He said that.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I
All right,
mean,
well, while you guys do that, I want to go over here and look at these here figurines I saw before.
Okay, as you approach this little alcove, Bones, you actually see that there's a little bit more here than you originally saw. There's there's a small pile of figurines and a small pile of these like mushroom caps, and it was obscured by webbing prior, but you see there's this kind of like little shelf filled with tools.
Ooh, I love tools.
You see brushes and inkwells. You see little carving knives and saws, right? Chisels.
Oh, dang, my
what looks to
GoPros
be
are
like,
gonna love this stuff.
sandpaper or something like that. You take a once over, and basically what you find is the components of a calligrapher's tool set and a woodcarver's tool set.
Oh hell yeah, I want both of those.
And as you're there, right, you can see, because they're not obscured and you're not stepped away from them. You can see on the mushroom caps is etched and like carved into them. These little discs is a script, though you cannot read it.
Rather than traditionally screaming for Ezra, I calmly walk back while putting the tools and shit on my bag and say, "Hey Ezra, you want to come over here?" And then I walk back.
I follow suit. Do I recognize the language?
I
You
pointed
do.
at it.
It is Elven, primarily.
Okay.
It actually, it is a haiku.
Of course it is.
It
Fucking samurai spiders.
it says, "My queen of spiders, dark diamond of the abyss, snare me in your web."
Oh, it's erotic. You didn't say it was erotic.
Well, he didn't
Damn.
know it was erotic. Also, you notice, Bones, that the small pile of wooden figurines, you realize most of them are just like little block forms that have been slightly carved on and then tossed aside. Only 3 seem to be fully finished pieces, and each one depicts in various poses, in different poses, a creature that looks much like the Driders, but in a feminine form.
Oh, they're little lol statues.
They're well crafted too.
I will take them.
Okay, each one. So you can write down 3 Lolth figurines. You are correct in your guess. Each one is £1 a piece.
Okay. Those tools are what? 10 pounds? I think. they're 10 pounds
The
each.
tools.
For each pack.
Yeah, I think their each pack is 10 pounds.
Wood carvers are only £5,
Okay.
and the calligrapher are also only £5.
Nice.
Oh, dope. I had
Those
10
are a
pounds.
little on the lighter side compared to like mining tools or some shit, you know?
Yeah, that's fair, honestly. Okay, cool. I have.
While he's looting, Ezra's going to tap the Hasnarketa and cast Detect Magic on himself.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. Loot this
So
holy shrine.
that's what you two are doing. Are Ashes and Matashtai, are you two the torch boys? Is that what was intended?
Yeah, we'll
Yeah, I think
we'll
so.
torch it up.
Okay.
Torching.
So
Fuck your webs.
so you do light the torches and begin to set fire to the thick, obscuring webbing to the south, and it's so thick that you actually, it's kind of like at first you're not sure it's gonna burn. It doesn't do the flash fire stuff that dry
I'm
web
assuming
does.
It's very humid and moist.
Well,
in
not
here.
only that, but it's also super thick, right? So you actually have to kind of like hold it there, but it does begin to burn away a little bit, and you kind of like, you know, push it and break some of the webbing and begin to slowly but surely kind of like, rather than just flash fire your way through, it's almost kind of like you're melting wax towards the southern portion of the room itself, which is about the same time as Ezra kicks up his detect magic, and Ezra, you get a massive ping of magic coming from the south wall, almost at the same time as Matashtai and Ashes burn enough of the webbing away to reveal to reveal an archway set into the southern wall, and Ezra, you feel
shit.
this overwhelming surge of conjuration magic.
Okay.
I believe. Let me double check. I'm 90% sure, but yeah. So, what you all see before you as Ezra kind of like this overwhelming flood of magic washes over him, right? And the web is burned away. You see in this southern alcove, all the way at the back, you see a stone arch embedded within the wall itself. Carved into the arch itself are 6 stone niches, each one containing a small stone figurine. One figurine, the bottom left one, looks to be clearly of a dragon. The next one, up in clockwise fashion, is a unicorn. The third, an upright insectoid creature with giant mandibles. The fourth is a creature you have seen before, a great bear owl, right? The fifth is... Oh. Did I actually describe it as this? Yep. I did describe it as this. Why did I describe it as...
Why did you describe it as that?
Oh.
I heard you describe it as this, but I just can't believe it.
I don't know why I described it as a reverse Lamasu. That makes no sense. I'm trying
I don't know what
to
the fuck a
describe.
Lamasu is.
Yeah, I don't even know what a Lamasu is.
It's a figurine of a creature with the lower half of a humanoid and the upper half of a bull.
Oh, okay.
So a minotaur then.
Yeah, a Lamasu is the upper half of a person and the lower half of a bull.
Mr. Tumnus.
So a half centaur or a
I have
satyr.
no idea why.
Tumnus is a satyr.
Anyways,
I know
and then
what
the
Mr.
sixth
Tumnus is.
one, the sixth one is yet another
He's also a
creature
little
that you have
bitch.
seen before. The sixth one is a manticore.
Jeremy, just so that I can
Do you see the dots on Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe?
picture your description accurately, the third one, is that an Umber Hulk or a Remorase?
You can
You
guess.
said an upright insectoid, and that's all I heard.
Upright insectoid creature with giant mandibles.
Oh, it's an Umber Hulk.
So I've just now noticed this, guys, but I think we have the rights to resize our own tokens?
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
Yo,
we do.
God.
I'm a god.
Okay. Yeah, this is how you get privileges taken away from you.
Ezra,
Can I get
cast
into
enlarge
the
on me.
wall? Can I get into the wall
Ezra,
as a god?
Cast
You
enlarge on me.
start
I'm
flipping
sorry,
through
Jerry.
walls
I
because of
shouldn't have
that, and
said
I
shit.
swear to God, I'm gonna delete all of your shit, and we're gonna go to the party token, and you're gonna lose control.
Ultra god.
I like Party McParty Face.
Get your ass back down to size.
Look, I fit through the hallway.
How many casts of enlarge would that take?
Too many.
What? Your cheeks look sunk in, like you're malnourished.
I think that's
I think
supposed to
that
be
was
like
my
hair.
chisel. It's my chiseled.
Oh, you
I
think that's supposed to be a
Heavy
sideburn?
sideburns. It's definitely.
Oh, that makes
Or-
more sense than malnourished monk.
Oh, okay. I can definitely get through the walls if I downsize. So I'm gonna downsize in here.
Uh-huh.
Well, like I was
Alright,
downsizing,
so-
and like my center of the downsize was in the wall, so it like put me in the wall.
Uh-huh. Alright.
So this is another one of those crazy portal things, right?
Yes.
Also, we're not done yet. Carved
Okay.
into the wall inside the archway itself, actually on the wall, is a stylized image of a mountain with a full moon symbol above it.
Okay, so we have two creatures we don't know the name of.
Do you have a copy pasta of what the images are?
Sure.
So just real quick, do any of the figures match the symbols on any of the teleportation arches?
No.
I know. Keep those notes.
Because there was dragon, weird thing with claws.
Dragon, unicorn, umber hulk,
Unicorn.
owlbear, minotaur, and manticore.
Yeah. Manticore. Manticore? Reverse.
Is
Yeah.
there a reason it's a bear owl and not an owl bear?
Because it's a
No,
question of
obviously
whether or
it's
not you
more-
guys actually know what an owl bear is or have seen an
We've-
owl bear yet.
We fought some recently.
When I wrote this, you had not.
Okay.
I
There
mean,
was the
okay,
chance that
fair.
you would not have written, you know.
Fair, but
I
why
guess
wouldn't we
so.
assume owl bear in the first recognition of the name? Like I would assume
'cause I
start
was
with the
being-
head, work your way down.
I
Owl
was
bear.
being fun.
Okay, so you start with the head, and in my opinion, you start with which creature makes up more of it. So it's probably more bear than owl. That's just
It's
my opinion.
absolutely
that's
more
fair.
bear than owl.
That's fair. See, but I work my way top down.
Top down.
Yeah, the same way you build buildings from the top down.
I wasn't aware it was a fucking building.
I'm just saying, when
I'm just saying it's not a fucking
creature
building, Jay.
was
Okay, and
constructed by the
what was
gods.
on? So something was etched on the inside of it. What was it again?
On the inside,
Stylized image of a mountain with a full moon symbol.
Mountain
and
with a full moon symbol.
Ashes, you asked, do any of these figurines match? Are you talking about previous?
Previous, like I knew one had like a dead tree. One
There's,
had a
there's the mirror on the first floor. There's the symbol of the dead tree. And there's the rust monster one.
right.
Those are the only ones I have notes about, because then there's the one in the hobgoblin's lair that
Does the design of this arch of this figure seem similar to the other arches that we found that have ended up being teleportation portals?
Yes, it does. The stone archway set into the wall itself seems reminiscent of some of the others. There's a couple of different variations that you have seen of these teleportation style portals. Some of them are set into walls, some of them stand alone, and then some of them are they're more mirrors than
Gotcha.
archways themselves.
And Bones, you found some more figurines over here. Yeah.
Yeah, but these are mine. I need them.
I
Oh,
at
they-
least
they're just-
look- I
they're-
at
they're
least
just
look-
He dried
Are you guys
everything.
secondary question? Are you guys? Because I did describe the archway as being like in the bottom southern wall. Are you guys keeping your distance, or is anyone like actually investigating this thing?
Is that specifically where my detect
Absolutely,
magic
that is
is?
100%.
I would make my way towards it and
Okay.
begin trying to deduce the.
This isn't the first time that you've detected magic on one of the archgates, is it?
Correct.
Then
I've done it on all of them.
It is the same. It's the same exact style and flavor and everything like that. And there's always like some slight variations, like working in the background, right?
Oh, yeah.
Of whatever the spell itself is. But it's the same flavor. It's the same brand. It's instantly recognizable as one of these portal gates. And you getting closer to it and actually taking a up close and personal look at it, you can see something that's a little bit more I don't know, maybe interesting or pointed that you can't see from
I do have my spectacles
that you can't see from a distance, and that is that in the center of the moon, right on the kind of like the picture on the wall, in the center of the moon, there's a little hole.
Moon rock? Do we need a moon rock?
like needlepoint.
No, not needle
or...
point. Big enough for you to like stick a finger in.
Yeah, it's not
Stick
happening.
your finger in it.
I summon my mage hand and have it stick its finger in there.
Your mage hand fingers the hole. It does nothing.
Stick your finger in.
Hey, Bones, there's a hole. You want to investigate?
I do love a good hole.
To be fair, Ezra's already gotten a bone hand,
Mhm.
so...
Two.
I think-
It was both.
Oh, sorry,
okay,
two
it's
bone
a
hands.
moon over a
There's one
mountain.
effect.
Is it a moon over a mountain or
Yeah.
a moon under a mountain?
Over the mountain.
A moon over the mountain. And there's a hole in the moon.
About a ½ inch.
A ½ inch moon hole over the mountain.
I'm so behind. I missed like all of that.
Do the
so-
figurines look like they can be removed?
Yeah. Each one of them is just sitting in these little alcoves, little niches built into the arch gate itself.
Do these little cubbies?
Does the horn of the unicorn fit into the hole of the moon?
It
Oh,
looks like
damn,
it might.
That's a really good fucking thing, dude. Moon? Unimoon?
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna pick up the unicorn. I'm gonna put the horn of the unicorn into the hole of the moon.
Ezra
Okay.
takes a step back.
Oh my god, do they
Ezra's
all...
like, God damn it, just like stuff, but like, fucking fine. There's a soft click, and then the image, right, begins to ripple, and then it begins to kind of melt and turn into this silvery hue, and the whole thing begins to kind of like liquefy until you see a watery silver gate in front of you. And Ezra, your detect magic is still up. This thing has gone from big ass ping of conjuration that you're familiar with to full blown radiation of like X-ray machine. Like you're all basking in the glow of radiation magic now. This thing, it's fully activated.
Oh, Matashtai is getting cancer.
Shit. I'm an alien. We can't get cancer.
Melatoma. Space melatoma.
Gotta fix Odie here.
So is this the same kind of portal as like the other ones we found?
Yes.
Seems like
Okay.
Yes.
You need help.
We just have no idea where it goes.
Okay, so this-
Do you
This
think a
unicorn
voice will
play-
yell at us if we try to go through this one again?
I don't know. Try it. Try and go through.
Maybe take the rope with you.
Yeah, okay. Maybe like I rope myself and I'll walk in, you just yank me back out if shit goes bad.
And hopefully it doesn't close behind you and you can't come back.
Well, then we'll just stick the horn back in, right?
I mean, it could be
Hey,
a
leave-
one-way trip.
Leave the unicorn horn.
Well, yeah, I don't have a need to keep the unicorn with me. Okay.
Look, this has got me thinking. Do all of the little things have a?
No, they all have
Point?
their own mechanic.
Do they all have a little point that can go in the hole, Jacob?
I don't recall a hole ever being
He
discussed.
just stuck a unicorn horn in a hole.
In this
I don't
story,
know. I don't know anything that's like this on an owl bear.
I don't either, but I also don't. Is it like this? And it's got its claw out. Maybe the claw goes in. You don't know what these things look like.
Oh, you're saying this is
So
a door
Bones,
that's
do
6
you
different
try to take a
directions.
closer look at each of the figurines to see if maybe
Yes,
there's
I
a...
do.
Okay, roll me an investigation check.
I investigate. Damn. Maybe one of them's erect. Who knows? 8.
All right. Finally, we got to the dick joke. Finally.
That's actually where I was going.
Honestly,
It
it
took a
took a
while.
while to get there, but we got there.
Where I was going the whole time.
It's yeah. Well, there are
Like, we all knew it was coming,
spines.
but
There are spines on the manticore. There are horns on the bull. Right? There's not really anything on the owl bear. Maybe its beak, but it doesn't seem like it would fit. But maybe the dragon's tail. You could shove all sorts of things into this hole.
Hell yeah! I'll wait. I'll wait till he gets back.
Please don't.
Okay. So this real quick. Matashtai, do you step into the portal?
yeah, let's tie me off real quick. I'm gonna
Okay.
take a rope, tie it around myself.
Yeah, baby.
I'll grab the end of the rope.
All right. Well, I guess we'll find out what this does.
It was nice to know you.
If I
The second he goes all the way through, just the end of the rope just
Hey, shouldn't
Slice it
Ezra
off.
go? Ezra's the one that's done all the research on the different levels. Like,
Yeah.
would he be able to identify it easier than you?
probably.
All right, Ezra.
Pass.
It's sound logic, though.
Tie them both
All
off.
right. All right.
Fine. Ezra will go with Matashtai.
Oh, you
He
tie
will
them
not
both
go
off?
by himself. He will not go by himself.
All right. I tie you to the rope as well, so we're both together, and then I hand Ashes the leftover rope.
I look at Matashtai. This is probably a bad idea.
Oh, it's a
Very
real
old
bad
fashioned.
idea. And
Just
I
in
drink
case.
one more healing potion just in case.
You step forward. Put your hand
damn.
on the murky, silvery liquid in front of you, and there's a little bit of resistance, right? You push, and it's not pushing your hand into water. It's more like pushing your hand into Jello at first.
Like mercury.
You're
something
right.
a little more.
It's got some resistance, but it's not enough to hold you back. And
God, it's
Matashtai's
cute.
arm goes, and the more you push in, Matashtai, the easier it becomes. Until for the first time, since stepping into this dungeon, nothing blocks your passage into this portal.
We're gonna die.
Matashtai, shortly followed by Ezra, disappears. As soon as both bodies enter into the portal, the rope goes limp and cuts off.
Shit.
Oh, that's probably not good.
And we are going to go on break, and we will find out what happens when we come back Good call, Jay. Very good call. If you did not have DM inspiration, you can go ahead and take that. Nice guess. So we will be back in just a few minutes. We're going to take a quick bio break. We'll see you all shortly. Bye, everybody.
Bye.